Hello, folks. How you doing? Well, I've made some kitchen arsenal upgrades, and one just came in, and I want to show you what it is. Now, let me tell you, I have resisted getting one of these for quite some time. I've kind of thought it was kind of fatty, and I have other ways of doing what it does, but there's a couple of reasons why I got it. But first, let me show you what it is. There it is. Frickin' Instant Pot. Fad City, right? That's a huge ass box. Let me get rid of that box. Okay, so anyhow, I've resisted that. There's two reasons why I decided to get one. Number one, the wife. Now, I've had a stovetop pressure cooker for years. I mean, 20 plus years. No problems with it. Works flawless. But the wife is afraid of the damn thing. She don't like it. It's one of them. And it doesn't do a whole lot of bullshit because I know how to use it. But she still thinks it's unsafe. So that's reason number one. I'm hoping that she will see this thing in operation. She'll think it's okay, and maybe she'll use it herself. Maybe she'll start doing some pressure cooking in it. Number two for me is that particular model, and there's some other models out there, the Instant Pot that has it also, Sous Vide function. I want a sous vide. I was thinking about sous viding for a while. I've been wanting to get into that, and I thought about getting one of the sticks, which is the perfect thing for sous vide, but it's only what it does. Okay, I don't like buying things that just does one thing. You know, I want something that I'm going to use more consistent. So this thing's kind of multitasker. You know, I could steam with it, I could pressure cook, whatever. So that's why I got it. Now, of course, the thing was back ordered. And during the time it was back ordered, I was doing some reading on the sous vide portion. And some people were saying that they believe that the temperature on these things aren't accurate. So if you set your temperature at, like, say, 130 degrees, it's 120 or 140 or whatever. I'm like, well, fuck, that ain't going to work for shit. So I got to figure this out. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to document. I'm going to set it up different points. Wherever the lowest point is, then go up and up and up and up. And I'm going to check the temp every time. Hopefully all the way up, hopefully like 205 degrees. Hopefully it'll get that hot. For you pork guys out there, your 203 guys, I can check all the temps. And what I'll do is I'll log them down, I'll write them down. If there's any discrepancies, I'll know. And that way, if, say, I set it up for 135 degrees, and I look at my log, oh, the log says it's running 132, and I want 135, I could just add a few degrees to bring it up to that level. Right now, what I need to do is set this thing up. I won't bother you with the unboxing of the thing, because these unboxing videos, I find those just about as exciting as a pixelated Japanese porn video. Where's the money shot? No good. I'm going to set this thing up. I'll do the temp tests. I'll log it. I'll put it on here, and then at the end I'll put a screen so any of you guys thinking about getting this, you guys can see how far off it is. If it is off, I don't know. And I'll have it all listed out at different intervals. You know, hopefully I can do like 10, 15 degree intervals, something like that. 120 degrees. Looks like we're at 118.6. So that's 2 degrees off. 130. Oh, that's not good. 125.6. Basically 126. That's 4 degrees off. Woo, not good. Not good on that one. 140. Hmm. 140 is 135. Not looking good. 150. $145.8. So we'll call it 146. I left the lid on. I put the lid on that time. So we're going to see if that makes a difference. $160. $157. You know, it might make a difference by leaving the lid on. I put the lid on. It's a little bit higher. Do a little mix. That's what happens when I circulate the water a little bit. Came down a little, about the same. 157. So that's 3 off. That's a little closer. We'll put the lid back on. 170. 170. 167.2. 167. 167.2. Let's mix it one time. See if that makes a difference. I've been wondering about that. Last time it didn't. Actually a little bit. Still basically 167. There, 166. 165. Well, basically 167. Put the lid back on. Right, 180. 180. Oh, look there, getting closer. 178. 178 even. 178.2. All right, 178. I think putting the lid on brings it a little closer to temp. Just a thought, but sure is looking that way. 190. 187.3. Call it 187. 203. As high as it'll go, and there's a problem, and I'll explain it to you in a minute. Let's see what the temp is. 194. Let me explain something to you. It's been on for a half hour trying to reach that temperature. I'm going to let it run again. I had time to get in the shower. Let me tell you something. This whole deal has been a big clusterfuck. I've got probably 6 hours wrapped up in this thing doing this test. All from interruptions with phone calls and whatnot. Had a power outage. It's been totally nuts. Well, we're going to try it. Let it run a little bit more. If it don't ever come up to full temperature, I'm going to call this high setting 203 a bust. The thing has finally reached temperature. 203 is what it was set at. Let's see what we got. Well, look at there. That's the best reading I've had so far. Now, I'm going to redo 140 because that was the worst one. I'm going to do that with the lid on. So I'm going to cool this thing down, put some cooler water in it, and we'll redo 140 because that was just ridiculous. 140. Redo. Let's see what we got. Oh, yeah. Look at that. Much better. 138, almost 139. I'll call that 139. See? That was a flub up, and definitely do that with the lid on. It helps. So let me mark that down. 139. I figured something was off about that. Okay. Oh, what a mess. I got over 6 hours invested in this ordeal just to get temperatures. But let's give the rundown of what we got here. Okay, at 120 degrees, clicked out at 118, not bad. 130 came out to 126. Now, both of these without the lid, and also this one, 140 was 135. We did a redo with the lid, came out to 139, which is pretty damn good. 150, 146, all these are with the lids. 160, 157, 170, 167, 180, 178, 190, 187, and 203 was 202. So everything's within 3, except for the one was 4, and that was without the lid. So my adjustments will be probably 2 degrees on the plus side. You know, if I want to do 135, I'm going to click it in at 137. That should take care of it. What a cluster. But anyhow, it's over. It's dark. It's 10 o'clock at night. I started this about 3 o'clock, 3:30 in the afternoon. Multiple fucking things. People calling, interrupting. Had a goddamn power failure. Whole area went out of power for about an hour or two. What a joke. But that's how it goes when you're on super drugs and pantyhose. Alright, I'm out. Hey!